Marky Dragon, also known as Marcus Eikenberry in real life, and today we are going to work more on this custom computer upgrade that I'm doing. Got a couple of different camera views here now, and I changed things up since the last episode. And I've got this camera here, which I can now get in pretty close on a lot of stuff. And show it off hopefully well. And then I've also got another camera view that is from up here, and should allow for seeing most of the stuff. Hopefully not too much of the back of my head as I'm looking over into it. So today, or where we last left off, was I was having a problem with some of the cables here. And so we have a power cable, this one right here, that goes to the, it goes all the way in the back up here. And you can't even see it on camera. Maybe I can turn this and it can be seen. Oh, look at that. Look what I just found back here. Holy cow. Let's see here. See this right here? Hello, Iolo. I had no clue she was back up in here. How you doing? You hanging out on my precious map? Wow, I'm not so sure I'm hip to that. But, okay, you just sit back there. Okay, so here's another look at this, and I still don't think that this camera up here is gonna be able to see this. So let me try my other camera. My other camera view here, and we'll see what whether or not I can. Let's see here. I'm just trying to figure out how I can make it so that we can see this. So I guess that I'm just going to have to show you here, holding this thing, that down in there, that little blue connector that has 8 pins, which is next to the fan here. That is where I needed to plug in, and that wasn't going to work, and because the cable for that is too short, and so here is the cable here, and then it's just too short. So I bought this right here. You can see it here. This is a extension cord in all effects and purposes. So I bought this, got it on Amazon. It was cheap. It was I don't know, $7 or $8. So there we go. I now have an extension, and this can now reach all the way over here to get to this. So let's see here. Except now, with it this way, I don't know if I'm trying to figure out. Oh, you out of here, Iolo? With the with the way that this goes all the way around, and it's weird because this is a, well, hello. This is a different kind of case. It actually, see, the power supply is down here. This is the bottom of the case. Normally, most cases have the power supply on the top, but this has these cooling vents up here, which it's making available so that just for an alternate configuration. But what's happened is that some of the cables don't reach. So I think that the best way to do it is going to be around the side here, rather than over the top of the cards. And so now I'm going to hook this in. Now let me show you the connector on this. You can see there that it is, some of them are square and some of them have rounded corners. And those rounded corners make it so that so that you don't plug this in wrong. And it also has a clip on here too, which there's a receiver for the clip or a little edge that it catches on. So now, here's the fun. Can I get this plugged in all the way down here? Get my big hands in there. Not so easy with this big ass fan. Let's see if I got that in. Nope, I did not get that in. So, and while I'm doing this, you'll notice that I also put my back plate in, which we talked about that before. So now here's one of those points where you get to see my big head, huh? Because I got to figure out how I'm going to get my hands in here, plug this in. Let's see if I can get it started. In fact, I think I'm going to stick this screwdriver in here. And there we go. Okay, so what I did was I actually stuck the screwdriver in between the cables here and then pushed down. It's a little bit hard on the cables, but it's in there now, so it's not going anywhere. Okay, now, so we're going to do the rest of the cables. And the cables on this, it's pretty straightforward, and that was what hung me up the last time. And we'll do memory later and such, you know, so they don't lose track of this one. This one right here is the it's a cable for the let's see here. Can I do this? I wonder if this will work. It's a cable for the let's see here. Does that work? Hey, look at that. This right here is a cable for the fan. And so I do have CPU fan right down here. Now all these are labeled. You probably can't see this on camera. But this cable right down here, it just fits right in here. Now the CPU fan, let's see, power fan, chassis fan, oh, power fan. What is a power fan? So I'm just looking here just to make sure. Okay, so this 4-pin one is chassis fan, and then this one's 3-pin, and it says power fan, PWR-FAN. So I just don't see another one down here though. Ah, there is one, CPU fan. What the hell is a power fan? There's another one over here. You're not going to be able to see it on camera. That that is down in. Oh my God! How am I going to get my fingers down in there? It's down in here, all the way back behind this fan. It's almost like I should have screwed in or put in these stuff for. Like I should have plugged these in before I mounted the motherboard, but you know, I don't know how you're going to get through all that. Okay, so now it's also a 4-pin down there. You can't see it, and in fact, I don't even know that I could see it with that. So it's way down in here. It's 4 pins, but it's keyed for 3-pin, and so the little latch here, it will work on a 3-pin. The extra one is to detect RPMs, I believe. I'm not 100% sure of that, but I think that's what it is. So I'm just going to figure out, hopefully this cable is stiff enough that I can just use the cable and push it down. So, and this monster fan is going to pain in the butt. Oh, I can't even reach it with this screwdriver. Oh, there we go. I got it. Got it with just my fingernail. It was very hard to get in there. So, but there we go. And get those cables out of the way. So, next, the easiest one to plug in is this one right here, and this is the power, the main power connector. So. This one, I really don't want it to be in the way. I'm going to end up doing some sort of cable management on this. I'm not sure, I'm going to just end up tying the wires together the best I can. But as I can already see here, that one's going to be in my way. It's going to be a pain in the butt. So this one, I may wait to plug this one in last, but it's going to go right here in that big blue connector. And so, and you can't, let's see, can you even see that on the camera? Just barely. So it's right down here. And I may wait to the last because it is a very snug fit for it, and it's going to have to go up over this stuff. So, okay, I think I'm going to wait until last on that. So, now, as for power, we're done with all these power, other than the one other big power cable, which we're going to wait on. Now, what we have here is a bunch of cables that are for the other parts of the machine, the LEDs, power switch, USB, stuff like that. Now they're all up running through here. I think that I don't like them being out this direction. I'm not going to hang them all over. I think what I want to do is actually run them down and through the backside of this. Keep them as out of the way as possible. Okay, so now let's see. Most of these are labeled, and you can see the labels here. Let me move this one up here again. So this one is HD audio. This one is USB. And so with those labels, we're going to be able to figure out where these go. I don't have the original manual for this motherboard, and this, or if I do, I don't know where it's at because it's a used part. But I've got in here, all of these things are labeled, and so it's just a matter of figuring it all out. So I see the fan stuff over here. Most of the stuff is going to be, let's see if I can do this here without dumping the camera into the machine. Most of them are going to be down here, and these have some wording on the side of them, and they're a little bit bent up. So there's speaker, 5-volt, HD audio. Let's see, and this is keyed. So let's see here. What I mean by keyed, can you see that in there on camera? Kind of hard to see, but one of the pin holes is it's got a block in it, so it will prevent me from plugging this in wrong. And what it looks like to me is that it may go right here. So it's speaker ground. No, that's not going to work. Oh, this whole thing came off. Damn it. I don't even know why this thing is on here except for being labels. So here is here is more labels and everything. Maybe that's so that I can hook all these up and then plug it in. So, okay, and the speaker that it's referring to is a different speaker wire. So let me set this down here. I'm going to run these through down here. This is actually the hardest part of this whole thing. It's just figuring this out, and it's not because it's extremely difficult, but it's because it's just kind of tedious figuring out what all of these things are. So here's power LED. Here is power switch, and so let's see what we got here. We got hard drive LEDs, power, ground, reset, and then speaker, ground, and power LED, or more power LED. Okay. So power, ground. Ground is going to be black, and so here we go. Power switch. Done. Okay, so there's one down. Let's see, hard drive LED. All right, so here we go with that, and put that on there. So, and then reset, and which one is ground? Let's see, what is that? That's power LED. Okay, so we had power LED on this side. Okay. Power ground, hard drive LED, reset ground. Okay. So negative is going to be black. So this one has, okay, so this one has something here, which is helpful. See where it says the plus and the minus? That way I know which way to go. So, because one of them is not black. So, hook it up here, and the plus is going on this side, and the minus. It's a little bit hard to reach that one over. I'm just unwinding this just a little bit so that I can get that in here. There you go. It's like performing surgery. Well, except I ain't no surgeon, that's for sure. Okay, so reset switch. And we go reset with ground. Okay, so ground is black, so I'm going to end up turning this one around this way. Even though the other ones are facing the other way, that one's going that way. So, okay, that is all of my little cables. I have only two more here, which is this audio, which I believe I have another connector spot. This this speaker one right here, what I believe that is the piezo speaker, and I don't know if I see one on here already. They also call it buzzer sometimes, and so I don't see one on this computer here. I see a spot for it, and there's nothing there, and so what that means is they're expecting me to have a case speaker, and I do not have one on this case. Most cases don't come with them these days because they just include it on the motherboard. And but that's the speaker that will give me error tones if something is plugged in wrong. So here's high definition audio, and then AC97, which is another type of audio thing. So both of those, I'll look at that in a minute. But now that we've got this block all done up, it is keyed, like I was talking about with the other one. This down here is all keyed, and so I would have a hard time plugging it in wrong. And in fact, I'd be mashing pins if I plugged it in wrong. And so that's really great that they give this little standoff, because look at that, now it just fits right down on there, and it's done. Woohoo! So now I'll end up doing some sort of cable management, but I'm not going to do that until later. And cable management's good for the airflow to cinch them all down and stuff. Right now I'm just trying to get it out of my way. So, okay, so next we need to just figure out where these the audio goes. I don't remember whether or not I have onboard audio. Let's see, I do. I do have onboard audio. You can see it in the end down here. That's what these are down here. And I did find this back plate, and so it's all labeled now, which is nice. So, okay. Now, I think that... Okay, there's a couple of USBs. Now, did I not have USB cables? Let's see, was one of these USB? Is that what this is? Yes. So, USB, and I have USB, 2 of them. So, and it's kind of interesting. They're 91, 78, and 56. I don't think that, I don't know what it matters. So, anyway, it's okay, I suppose. Okay, so I'm just going to plug it right in down there. Pretty simple, USB to USB. It's keyed, just like the others, and there we go. Okay, for the audio, I think that I see it here. I think that it is right down here. So I think that this is the audio right down here, and I've got this right here, just this one connector that'll hook up, and this is only if I want audio in the front of the case. If I didn't want audio in the front of the case, I actually don't have to plug this in. And so, and this one's keyed and everything, and that looks keyed to me, so I'm going to have to investigate that just a little bit closer here and see whether or not it actually says audio on it. And it says AAFP. AAFP. Okay, well, I'm going to look and see. This may be a process of elimination. I'm going to look and see here if the pin configuration with the key looks right, and it does. But now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make sure that that there's not another connector in here that that would look the same. And actually, you guys are all going to cringe on this, I'm sure, but it's really not going to hurt anything to plug most of this stuff in wrong. So most of it you can't, and it's very good about that. So okay, so I'm plugging this in down here, and there we go. It fits perfect. So, and it's near the other audio. There's a SPDIF out, which is, I believe, optical audio, and so, and then this other AC97 one, I'm not even plugging in because there's no spot for it here. Actually, it has the same kind of configuration as this other one, but it'll be fine. So there is audio ports on the front of this computer, and so that is that. Okay, now the last thing to plug in for the wires here, I've got all the wires plugged in except for the power here, and then I've got these other cables here which are going to be for the hard drives and everything. And so I'm going to wait on that. This will be the end of this particular episode, because now what we're going to do next is we're probably going to put in the cards and the memory, and then, or actually, no, I'm going to put in the hard drive next. So it should be a pretty simple endeavor, but we shall see. You know, I can probably make it more complicated. Anyway, if you're watching this live on Twitch, don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. And if you're watching this on YouTube, you'll just have to stay tuned for the next episode. Please do subscribe. Well, now that you've made it this far, can I interest you in a few more videos? You know, in the upper left, I get questions from people who are really exploring about who they are, what they should do, and, you know, the other people around them. And in that video, I really try and explain how you can just be yourself. Don't worry about the BS that other people give you. Just be you and continue forward. In the upper right, you see all that lightning going off? Woohoo! You know, I am a big fan of hazardous weather. And I filmed this while in Mississippi and set the lightning show to music, hard rock music. So check it out if you want some just creative stuff that I've done. At the bottom left is the mailbag. It's a brand new series that I've just started, and it's where I am reading the mail one by one that comes into my YouTube account. I'm not skipping anything, and I'm not leaving anything out, and just saying it as it is and what comes to my mind. And when we hit one that's really good, the video continues through that one, and we talk about that subject, and then that segment is over. So I've come across quite a few good things from that, and it's been very well received. You should check it out if you want to see what other viewers are saying. And in fact, if you want to send me anything, you can. It will get read. So, and then in the lower right, you know, sometimes we have to deal with really shitty people. And, you know, I explain some of my experiences. You know, I was a bus driver. I got assaulted several times on the bus. I owned a computer store and had abusive customers. And in fact, just the other day, I fired a customer because he was an asshole. So, you know, don't put up with that stuff. Just, you know, make sure that people are respectful of you and have compassion for those other people. So, anyway, enjoy the music on the way out. Make your selection. I'm Marky Dragon. Take care.